Hey there everybody, this is MrProvines. I'm back today with another one of my Minecraft technical episodes, and today's point of discussion is BUD-Switches, their variations and applications. I know many people are familiar with these already, but a lot of my viewers aren't as technical, and so I want to give them a good lowdown on BUD-Switches, how to make them, what they do, how you can use them, different types. You may notice I can see a little further. I finally managed to up my view distance. I don't know. It's a long time coming. I think for all I know with Minecraft I can get that right. But let's get down to brass tacks. So, to explain for anyone who's not familiar, a BUD switch is a block updater detector. It works in a way that basically there's a bug within the game system, and a block that should have been extended was not, because the circuit linked back to itself. And so once an update occurs to that block, the function resumes as normal. So redstone a piston will do its natural function. To update a block, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can have a plant grow, you can have change in lava flow, you can have a block destroyed, you can have redstone activated, you can have silverfish enter a block. There's a lot of ways, and I'm sure people have seen many, but they're not always sure. They're kind of strange and sudden. So this is a pulse bud. When this is activated, it just extends a small little pulse, like so. So when I place a block next to this will extend and retract, causing this to deactivate and then reactivate. This works because there is a torch underneath. What happens is when this block is here, it powers this block, powers that block, which repowers the piston. But since it's almost instantaneous, the piston doesn't have time to update, and so it thinks it should be extracted, but it's not. So once you provide an update to the block, it extends itself. When it extends itself, this block becomes unpowered, unpowering these, and the piston retracts, so it automatically resets. This uses a sticky piston, and it's a very simple and compact design. The other version of the pulse is the version 2 pulse, and this does not use sticky pistons. This instead uses 2 pistons to relay back and forth. Underneath this block, you can see there's a torch. When this is in, it powers this block, and it causes this to be depowered. Also, because this is active, it thinks that this block should be pushed, but again, with the error, it needs to get updated first. When it is updated, this block will become powered, and this torch will turn on, turning this piston on, which will move the block back, resetting the whole process. So when I place a block next to it, as you'll see, so as soon as I place and destroy a block, it's reset. Let me get some redstone to show you. Here it is, redstone. I'm never able to find this stuff in inventory. Works with a variety of items. Alright, let me show you some applications for this, and I'll show you the other version. So, these are both food related. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but I feel people will have uses for these. So this is supposed to serve as this is supposed to be to serve as a detector for a farm. We have this set up so that basically when this root grows here on the melon, I already placed the melon block just to give an example, it'll activate the bud switch, which will destroy the melon block and send it to the water. The idea with this is that you'd use it as like a general, like a key or a guide. Once one goes, it would activate all the others. So you wouldn't have these in every single system, you'd simply have one as a detector, and then whenever that one grew, it would destroy all of them, making for a fully automatic, no touchy-touchy system. It's exactly the same as our other ones. I've simply added a redstone output here, connects to a torch, connects to a piston. So when I stand back and I grow this, you can see, oh, we didn't get that many that time. Sometimes we're more lucky. When that block grew, and it will work whenever it grows a new plant. When that block updates and grows, it pushes the melons in the water. I think it's becoming nighttime. Let me go to sleep real quickly. It's going to cause issues. Alright, let me quickly sleep. No, I know it's nighttime. Come on. Close enough. It's dusk. There we go. Sorry about that. And so then next to it, I have a similar one, but you can actually see it being used. This one works with exactly the same design, and this one works with these reeds. But I'm actually going to show you it being used. So when this reed grows, whenever this reed grows right here, oh, and you'd have another piston. I don't know why I didn't include that. I'm sorry. You'd have another piston here, right there, to destroy this reed once it grows, using the same process over there to make sure it will reset itself. But when this reed grows, what happens is those reeds it's going to get detected, and those reeds are going to get destroyed over there, and instant always reeds. Up and off. And I didn't really make a collection device, I just did it as an example, but you can see that those reeds were all destroyed. So now for the next type of piston. This is known as a T-flip-flop, or in this case it's called a toggle bud. And for those who aren't familiar, the T-flip is when you put an input into a device, and it basically changes the state. So you press a button and it becomes permanently powered or permanently depowered. With this, when you update the block, what happens is the state will become permanently powered or depowered. I personally find these much more useful than the toggles. They're more stable, and I just enjoy them more. So when I update this block, this will extend and it'll stay extended. When I update it again, it'll contract and stay contracted. Extends, powers off. Oh, that's supposed to be a sticky piston. I made a mistake there. I must have broken that. Yes, that's supposed to be a sticky piston, as that is how it... Oh, man, I destroyed that. Anyhow, so... See how the state changes every single time? No issue. Sorry about the mistake there. This one is made just as simply as the last. You have a torch there, works in the same way, powers the block, and because it's through this, it doesn't bug as heavily and it stays powered. So right here. So activated, it's depowered, and it hasn't had a chance to update yet. Powered. It really works either way. It's an interesting concept. It's just simply due to a bug. So here we have it in practice. This is a furnace, and furnaces are another thing that are updated. And this basically works in that when you have a item finished cooking or whatever have you, we're gonna have a little sound go off. And I'm sorry for how quiet this will be. I just don't have. I just too lazy to get. So basically, when this is finished cooking, it's gonna have a block update. When it does, these are gonna become powered, and you're gonna hear a noise. So as soon as that face goes off, it should be another couple of seconds. Wait patiently. And you heard the noise. So you could wire this in a lot of ways. You can make like a repeater room where it tells you when your items are ready to be farmed with this, and it tells you when everything's done cooking. You can move rooms. You can even use this for getting in and out of bed to change your room. Okay, so this next one I've shown in one of my videos, and unfortunately I have to wait till night to show it in practice. I might put a link to the video, or you might take my word for it, or if it becomes night soon enough I can show you. This is the same as the others, though the design is somewhat different. This is a vertical one, and this is a day-night sensor. And this works because this works a few different ways. Underneath this block right here, there is a redstone torch. It powers that, which depowers that, which depowers that, which depowers that. Basically, when this block contracts, this piston extracts, or whatever the word is, pushes out. So the reason for the water is that there is a dirt block here, and during the daytime it can stay alive. There's enough light to pass through, but at nighttime there's not enough light with the water flowing, and it dies. When the grass block dies, it creates a block update. At which time this extends, that's the word I was looking for, stopping the water flow, and this retracts. In the morning time, it's able to regrow due to the grass around it. Now, these aren't that sensitive. You need a few of them for it to work quickly, but it can work in as little as 5 seconds. And when this block grows, it creates a block update, and this returns to extended position. This works because how the power is flowing through them, as it has with the others. And this is simply to show an output. This block is not necessary, or this. So if it becomes nighttime, this will be turned off. So keep that in mind. And this last thing I did is not practical. It's funny. I'm going to show you how it works before I set it off, because it's going to be a one-time thing. But I kind of did it as a joke. I didn't tell you about that. One interesting thing about this design also is that it works from 2 blocks away if you use redstone. It's not the block adjacent to it, so when you destroy redstone, it works 2 blocks away. That's just a bug? I don't know, but we're going to take advantage of it here. And so what we're doing over here is... Oh! Is it night time? No? What updated? Oh, this grew. This just grew and you heard those go off. Right, so there you go. Practice what you preach. Anyhow, don't want this to run long. We have a bud switch in here. And we have a little TNT trap right there. I'll explain the ridiculousness of this in a second. And basically when the bud switch goes off, we're going to have the TNT on the roof activated. Now this is meant as a joke, obviously. This isn't a real trap. But so say you're to come in here and you're walking through and you're like, whoa, that's a TNT trap. And then you put this TNT up higher. It's a TNT trap. Well, I don't want to set this off. Something clever. Aha! I've broken it. Look at that. I'm so much better than this. And then TNT falls on you. Boom. The reason that worked is because the redstones would be able to activate it 2 blocks away, which updated the bud switch, which turned this one on temporarily for just a second, which activated the TNT, which would have killed me in a horrible fashion. Well, that's about it for this episode. I'm sorry. Quiet down. If people are really interested, I can show a working model of this, although I can put a link to some other tutorials for this in the description. I have a video showing it already. The sun's nowhere near setting, is it? Nope. Anyhow, that's about it for this one. As always, this is Mr. Provines, and I hope you enjoyed.